Happy June, investors! The stock market has went up 6% since March 30th. It's finally nice to start seeing some green days after so many red. We also have speculation that the Fed may finally start pausing interest rates, which means interest rate cuts and prosperity, it might be right there on the horizon. But only those that have been invested, only those that are buying up assets while they're down right now are going to be rolling in that dough during the next bull run. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the dividends I made in the month of April from my $143,000 dividend portfolio. Now this portfolio has continued to balloon after being stagnant for so long. But this is the portfolio that will allow me to retire early, allow me to travel, work on my passion projects, because I'm going to be collecting bigger and bigger dividend payments each and every month. I invest in great companies that share their profits to their shareholders, sometimes 4 times a year, sometimes every single month of the year. I'm collecting those paychecks. We can see that dividend investing is not just straight up, it's not just exponential growth. We can see that it took 545 days for me to go from $120,000 to $130,000. But it took me only 29 days to go from $130,000 to $140,000. I went all of 2022 without reaching a new financial milestone. Trust me, it's mentally exhausting to look at your portfolio and feel like you're not reaching any progress. But that entire time, I knew I was buying up more and more shares while they were at a discount. I knew I was growing my dividend income, getting a high starting yield, and I'm gonna get that reward soon enough. Part of the reason I can sleep so well at night is I know I have dividend companies that tend to raise their dividends over time, often beating inflation. We have FedEx with a 10% raise. Hearing UPS drivers may strike, that better not delay any of my Amazon packages arriving on time. We have Procter & Gamble with a modest 3% raise, but this is actually the 133rd consecutive year that P&G has paid out a dividend. I cannot wait to collect my dividends in the year 2155. See you all there. J&J, 61 straight years of dividend raises with a 5.3% raise. NDAC, one of my favorite financial companies, raising their dividend 10%. Costco with a 13% dividend raise. I'm hoping one day that my Costco dividends can pay for that annual membership. Debt ceiling talks have hijacked the news headlines this past month. Part of the reason why is because the US taxpayer is funding Raytheon Technologies' dividend. That 7.3% hike they just gave is made possible by the hard workers like you and I. Ever stumbled into an elevator late at night? You may notice it was made by Otis Worldwide. There's probably nothing more boring than elevators. This company just gave a 17% dividend raise. Alright, now for the reason you actually clicked on this video, to see all the dividends I made in April of 2023. To start off with a pop here, we have Coca-Cola paying me $11.21, and that went into buying more shares of KO. Coca-Cola products are sold worldwide and should continue to pay me dividends for decades to come. After KO, we have the monthly income ETF paying me $20.98. Now, JEPI has been doing solid this year, but the income ETF JEPQ has just done phenomenal this year in the stock market. I'm going to make a video about them real soon, so keep an eye out for that. So after JEPI, we have Vici Properties paying me $21.99. Vici has been down recently. It's at some near 52-week lows, over a 5% starting dividend yield right now. This is a chance to get exposure to that Las Vegas Strip area and so many other casinos and entertainment centers across North America. I've been buying more shares of Vici almost on a weekly basis. Got paid $21.99 from this quarter, and then I'm going to get paid even more next quarter when they continue to pay out dividends. After Vici, we have Chubb, the insurance company, paying me $2.49. A super small position in my portfolio, but very strong, sturdy insurance company that should continue to pay dividends. The next company to pay me dividends was Medical Properties Trust, paying me $37.22. It's amazing how much hot water MPW, their executive team, has been in this past couple of years. So much allegations of fraud. The stock price has completely collapsed. They've lost shareholder trust. Their shares are heavily shorted. But throughout this whole time, MPW is still been able to maintain that dividend, and they've continued to pay me big dividend checks every single quarter. After MPW, we have Medtronic pay me $15.66. Medtronic's been a little flat these last couple of years, but still a dividend aristocrat. Should continue to raise that dividend each year, give me a pay raise, and continue to share profits with me. After MDT, we have Realty Income, not Reality. This is a monthly paying REIT. They paid me $14.26. This is another company that right now has a really strong starting dividend yield of over 5%. There's been a lot of concerns about how much growth O might have in the next couple of years, so that's the reason why it's down. Right now, I've been buying them also almost on a weekly basis, continue to add to my O position, and I know that dividend snowball is going to continue to grow as I continue to get those monthly rent checks from O. After Realty Income, I also got paid $21.47 from Fidelity's money market funds. I have a couple more of these money market fund interest payments in my portfolio. We'll get to them since I have more than one account, but I'm not counting the interest total as part of my dividend total here at the end. So the next company to actually pay me dividends was the Triple Qs. This is a ETF that invests in a lot of innovation. So you probably heard about the semiconductor company Nvidia being up 110% this year. Nvidia is now $1 trillion market cap company. It is also the third largest holding in the Triple Qs at nearly 7% of the fund. So if for some reason you weren't holding Nvidia, maybe you haven't seen the multiple videos I've put out on Nvidia over the years, some from as far back as 2019 when I was talking about how great this company would be, because one day artificial intelligence will take over. So I'm really happy Nvidia is the largest position in my individual portfolio, and I also get to own even more exposure to it in the Triple Qs. Surprisingly, Pepsi is the 10th largest position in QQQ, a fund that markets itself on innovation. I don't know, maybe Pepsi's working on their own AI in the lab somewhere. We also had Rhythm Capital pay me $3.48. Rhythm currently has a 12% starting yield, and they are a company that specializes in finance services and real estate. After Rhythm, we have SPY paying me 20 cents, a super small position I have in the S&P 500. Obviously going to be growing it over time. Then after SPY, we have JP Morgan Chase with a dividend received of April 30th, even though the transaction didn't seem to take place until May 1st, paying me $23.08. The largest bank in the world, super important for our economy, and if it ever collapsed, man, we're in some serious trouble. We also have Global X's QYLD, paying me $18.17. I'm laughing all the way to the bank, guys. QYLD has been on a tear in 2023. So many people told me that QYLD never goes up and to sell it, but I knew how this investment worked, and I'm going to continue to collect those high dividend payments. So in my non-taxable account, I also got paid $4.90 from Packaging Corporation of America. This is a company that makes corrugated products such as boxes. Try living in a world without boxes. We quickly realized how important boxes are to the world. So that $4.90 went into buying more shares of PKG. PCA is also part of SCHD. It was one of the newer companies that got added in this latest reconstitution. Then I got paid $30.32 from my uninvested cash in my money market fund. The best kind of money is passive and also risk-free and also pretty high yielding. I also got a dividend payment from Divo, paying me $2.54. And then to round out the month, we had X Yield paying me $4.15, which went into buying more shares of X Yield. Altogether, I had 14 companies that paid me a grand total of $179.98, which is a 15% increase from last April, when I made just $156.11. And in April of 2021, I made just $88. My 3-month average, how much I make in dividends, has now crossed the $200 mark at $207. That's a $6.16 increase from last month's video, and my 3-month total, how much I make every single quarter, is now up to $620.49. That's up $18.50 from last month. Just like the rich, I'm pouring my money into assets that pay me. I'm not buying the latest designer clothes. I'm not paying $4,000 to wear an adult diaper at a Taylor Swift concert, because Taylor Swift is not sending me dividends when I send her money. Now, I'm probably still making more money going to the bathroom at work every month, but I'm getting that much closer to reaching financial freedom the more I continue on in my dividend investing journey. We're entering the big money-making month of June, which is my biggest dividend-paying tranche, and this should give me well over $300 in passive income. This is money that I can use to pay all my living expenses one day. Altogether, I got paid $52.29 in combined money market funds interest. This is essentially risk-free money I'm getting from Fidelity with my uninvested cash. I literally just made a video about some great ways to earn nearly 5% in compound interest with no work via Vanguard and Fidelity using their money market funds. Can't get enough of dividend investing? Talk to other like-minded investors on the Discord. Be sure to leave a like for a small-time YouTuber. Comment which company paid you the most in dividends this past month. My full portfolio is viewable on Patreon. My videos are found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name. And I will catch you on the next one.